could line up for this is that this map is also, as well as being kind of like that Loki setup with the natural on your back, there is a high ground above the natural in the back. So it's kind of like a Neo Lost Temple where tanks own from the high ground. Fortunately, you can't build turrets or anything like that when it was really, really imba for Terran on Lost Temple, but a drop coming in here. Sorry, I got to get back to this. A drop coming back in the back of these minerals here, getting a couple probe kills and running away like a weasel. Really nice play. Running like a wheeze bag, taking those vultures back, and he's going to have that drop ship full of vultures still able to run around and just run amok over these probes. And this natural is getting spotted by that barracks. I'm not sure if Jaehoon sees that barracks, but the barracks is there, and as soon as those probes get transferred to that base, I'm sure Canata is going to be all over that stuff. So yeah, I don't even know, all over it like Rise on a luge hill. I don't even know. Most of you don't even know that probably. But anyways, yeah, Rise luges. But anyways, yeah, so there he is. The probe transfer has not commenced yet, but I think he just wants to establish this position before anything. And a Reaver is now out, so a Reaver scarab going off, killing two vultures. A really good play here, but the Wraith is out to C-block that shuttle for coming back in here. That Wraith, I think, needs to push out just a little bit more so it can get a couple more shots off before the shuttle can just suicide drop a Reaver up there, and that Dragoon. Observer's out now, going to go spotting for that. But that Wraith should have been out farther. He's going to take down the shuttle, I believe. And but that Reaver and that Dragoon are going to be able to clean things up nicely. So, yeah, just a really nice cleanup, really nice defense there on Jaehoon's part. He has not done the probe transfer yet, but I'm sure that's coming. Yeah, that's coming right there. And now, but the problem here is that he's even with bases. I didn't even see Canata put up that base, but he is even with bases. That's usually not a good thing for the Protoss player, and he needs to expand. I think he's sending something up right now. Maybe he's got I think that's a dropship floating up there. Probably has nice mine hit going off there. Probably has a probe or something, or he needs to send a probe up there and set up another base. Or do some kind of harassment, but I think Canata, as the Terran player, is well established enough, and yeah, those probes just feel it. I don't think he might have an observer up there, but he just feels that those tanks are going to bring down the hammer onto them, and he escorts them out of the building before anything bad can happen. Mine's up, but those tanks that Canata was using are not going to be on defense here. He's got two tanks back there, though, in the backfield, which is really nice. So setting those up in a nice position. Those Dragoons are not going to be able to push in. I think Jaehoon needs a couple more Zealots before he can do anything crazy here. He does have that Nexus starting in the top right. I think he's a little bit behind, though. I think he needs to set up either yet another expansion, he needs to double expand, or needs to do some damage. He has not done any damage at all. I think he tried to do some in the front, just did not come out with it. That Reaver being landlocked onto that high ground is not working very well for him either. Oh, and a lot of probes getting massacred here. Wow, Canata doing a really good job there, deciding not to do the high ground harassment, but just go in for the slaughter. And Jaehoon doing the stupidest thing he could have possibly done, fighting with probes, and now the first High Templar is going to get picked off. The first High Templar goes down. That's a good thing in any kind of matchup against a Protoss. You want to take down the High Templar, but those frickin' vultures have gotten so many kills, and it looks like Jaehoon is sweating a little bit here, which he should be. I mean, if I was letting my friends die, and I do consider his probes his friends, if my friends were getting slaughtered by a whole bunch of vulture bikes, a whole bunch of jerks on vulture bikes, I would definitely be upset by that, and I would be sweating all over the place too. But anyways, that proxy pylon still standing out there, just waving to everybody on the rest of the field, saying, you know, I'm ready to do my part, and do nothing at all, because I have no idea what that does there for, but it looks like dropships and shuttles are the name of the game here. Dropships floating around for Canata, a Wraith still in the field, and Canata is on these three bases though, and Canata definitely has more mining SCVs. Not a single one has been killed, other than the scouting one, I would imagine. He might have even gotten away with that one getting back home, but a double drop about to go in here, kind of like a Bulldog Reaver harass, I would imagine. I'm not sure if that Reaver is dead yet, and he's doing the probe transfer. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes when I'm just like, when I'm just sitting around and I'm like, man, I got nothing to do. Hey, hey buddies, I'm gonna call you up and why don't we just, or I'll Facebook message them and I'll be like, yeah, hey, why don't you come to this grindhouse? I know this murderer, he's in town and he's putting on this show where he just kills everybody who comes in. Why don't you just come to that? And Jaehoon, he's being really upset there by losing all those probes, not really noticing it. So I guess maybe it wasn't intentional for him to just send his probes to the slaughter. He's going to lose the Nexus too. And yeah, this is just not looking good. He's even on bases. I would like to see Canata's army right now. I know he's functioning off of something like 6 to 8 factories right now with at least 2 or 3 machine shops. So he's got to have a massive force here. And he's going to lose the dropship. Yeah, this is game. Yeah, come on. Yeah, there we go. I actually feel bad for Jaehoon. He must not have been getting the practice that he needed to take on somebody of Canata's caliber. Not saying that Canata is the greatest player, but Canata is a very good player from back in the day, playing very standard, very well, and now he's sweating. It actually looks like he's crying, but I'm going to call that sweat. Yeah, he's just too far behind. He doesn't even have an army. I mean, his army consists of about 12 dragoons, and there's I think more tanks than dragoons at this point, and that's just not a good thing. And there's a lot of vultures. I think the vultures alone, with some good mine placement micro, could take that down. Another expansion going up for Canata. This is looking like game. This is not going to be good. Yeah, for those of you who are interested, by the way, who are still watching this, stick around. I'm going to do a little bit more about where to find some other casts, some other games at the end of this video. And I'm going to actually introduce my casting partner for the SC2GG Star Cup, and you can tell me what you guys think. But anyways, I'm going to get back to this game, and I'll get onto that later. Mine's out in the field now, scouting out this drop ship. Not that it matters. I mean, yeah, almost losing a Reaver there, dropping it. Not even getting a shot off there. This is just not looking good for Jaehoon. Getting a little bit unlucky, but also I think a lot of the unluckiness came with his just lack of playing well, and now he's building a whole bunch of, or recruiting a whole bunch of High Templars, because I think that's what he realizes that it's going to come down to now, is he needs to get off something epic, and he needs to, hopefully Jangbi sent those Templars from Jangbi's own little distant planet. It's right off the outskirts of Ire. And he's gonna hopefully Jangbi, that's where Jangbi recruits his High Templars from. But hopefully those are Jangbi's High Templars, because that's what he's gonna need to storm the crap out of this Terran ball, which is just, it's too big. It's 0-0 upgrades for the Protoss player, and I'm assuming it's at least something better than that for the Terran player. And Terran player, yeah, just moving in here, sieging up, pushing, gonna leapfrog all the way into the base. He's just going to do a quick leapfrog. And a drop coming in the back here. A storm. Wow, nice storm going off. And not taking down that Signpost. Oh, God. Scarabs dudding just for fun. I've never even seen that go off so horribly before. Just the Scarab just deciding not to go off. Those Scarabs were recruited from, I don't even know, from the UED. Those are fake Scarabs. Those are like blanks. But, yeah, it's just sent specifically against PvT. But GG anyways, coming from Jaehoon. I feel a little bit bad for him. He was having a really frustrating game. His APM just was not where he wanted it to be, and he got screwed, especially with crazy things happening, like he just got scouted at the wrong times and this and that. And it looks like that's Canata's 5th win. But anyways, I'm going to get onto this really quickly. SC2GG, check out their channel. I will put that link in there. That's the SC2GG Star Cup tournament being casted. I'm going to cast a couple of those games too. We're doing catch-up right now. The commentators haven't been having a really hard time, and the commentator team has been having a hard time getting all those commentaries. So I'm going to link you to that, and I'm going to do a commentary with my buddy Mooney, and you can tell me what you think of him, and if you guys like him, I'll do some more commentaries with him. And then also Deja Vu, always check out Rise. I mean, if you guys haven't seen these guys already, then what are you doing watching my videos? I'm pretty much the bottom of the barrel here, so you guys just the piranhas at the top were biting your arm, and you guys just didn't realize it. But anyways, check it out. See you later.